Hi, I'm ABC 10 meteorologist Tracy Humphrey, and we have a pretty significant weather event. We're on the cusp of one, especially beginning tonight, also throughout portions of the weekend and even into the beginning of next week. We could be looking at a historic amount of rainfall and snowfall, especially for this time of the year. So let's take a look at your satellite as your radar, and we will paint the picture for what will be happening tonight and also move into tomorrow morning, and also take a look at your forecast thereafter. So the opportunity for showers have been in our forecast throughout the day today. So this particular satellite and radar going all the way back for the past 6 hours. Some of those showers are coming down at least at a pretty nice light to moderate intensity throughout the day today. Those showers all coming in advance of a cold front. Now that cold front is expected to cross the area in the overnight and also during the day tomorrow. And as that frontal boundary gets closer, the opportunity for showers transitioning to rainfall, which will be heavy at times, is really what we're putting in the forecast. Also, behind that cold front, we're going to have a lot of instability, so we could be looking at some thunderstorms in the forecast for Friday. Here's a look at how much rainfall we've seen so far. Close to 3/10 of an inch in Placerville, as well as into Sacramento, and close to a half of an inch of rainfall in Auburn. Take a look at Santa Rosa, close to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall in parts of the North Bay, and close to just shy of a half of an inch coming in San Francisco. Again, more rainfall is in the forecast overnight tonight. Here's why. Low pressure system is really going to be basically helping that cold front move through the area. And we also have another more significant system, and that one's going to be really pushing a parade of atmospheric rivers right into our back door, and we will be reaping the benefits. So here's a look at that cold front. It's still off the coastline. Again, as it gets closer to us, the opportunity for showers, which tend to be more intermittent and spotty, will transition to the opportunity for widespread rainfall, which could be heavy at times. That is going to be our forecast for tonight. Now, with the opportunity for that rainfall, which could be heavy at times, we now have the opportunity for flash flooding, and that's really going to be for parts of our burn scar areas. This particular flash flood watch is in effect for where you had the Dixie burn scar areas and also where you have parts of the northern complex fire. That is going to be something that we're watching, because if you do see some of those heavy rain bands coming through, it can really displace topsoil and it can cause the opportunity for debris flows. So if you live in any of these areas, you should be prepared to evacuate. And typically debris flows do occur within 15 minutes of heavy rainfall. Just in case you're wondering, what do they sound like? Well, they sound like rushing water, and also they can sound like large rocks crashing into one another. Here's a look at some of the temperatures that we had today. 74 in Sacramento, 73 in Fairfield, upper 70s coming in through Stockton as well as into Modesto, 68 in Placerville, 73 in Jackson, and the upper 50s in Truckee as well as in South Lake Tahoe. So the temperatures today were actually below average. Normal daytime high more like the upper 70s. Today we came in with the lower 70s, but look at temperatures cool down. We got about 3 more atmospheric rivers coming through. Each one will be coming in along with a cold front, so temperatures cool down a little bit more with each one, and eventually that is going to be lowering our snow levels as well. Take a look at this photo sent in by Philip Reedy, Hope Valley in Alpine County, and it really does set the picture. When we talk about burn scar areas and we start talking about debris flows, this is the location that is really going to be in trouble. If you are downslope of a burn scar area, for example, if this were one and you start getting heavy rainfall, again, all of that displaced soil, vegetation, sediment can be coming right into your back door. So again, if you do live in any of those burn scar areas and you're downslope, you want to make sure you have an evacuation plan in place. The opportunity for even heavier rounds of rainfall are in the forecast Sunday and Monday. Also, if you have the opportunity to take some photo of the weather where you are, you can always upload it to the ABC 10 app. I would love to share it. So here's a look at the definition for flash flooding. Sudden, rapid flooding of low-lying areas typically caused by intense rainfall. And we do have a lot of intense rainfall in our forecast ongoing as we move to the next 4 to 5 days. Here's a look at today's almanac. Average daytime high in the upper 70s. Today we came in at 74. We had considerable clouds, so we didn't cool off that much. Overnight lows coming in the upper 50s. Here's a look at what it feels like outside around 7:09, 66 degrees. Winds out of the southwest around 9 miles per hour with falling pressure as a low pressure system will be moving closer to the area. So here's a look at our satellite again and our radar. You can see that cold front right here denoted by the clouds and some slight clearing back behind it, but the low pressure system back behind it is really what's going to kick off the opportunity for instability after the passage of that frontal boundary. So for your weather headlines, the next storm arrives overnight and will be bringing with it a chance of thunderstorms during the day on Friday. Flash flooding, of course, occurs quickly and suddenly, and of course that's why it's called flash flooding. And the main event right now looks like it's going to come into play Sunday and Monday. This one looks to be the strongest out of all of them. This one event could bring the opportunity for inches of rainfall, feet of snowfall, as well as the opportunity for some gusty winds during the day. So let's time it all out. This is all based on our weather forecast models. This particular one showing what's happening right now. Thursday around 7 o'clock at night, we're seeing some light rainfall just south of Sacramento. Light rainfall moving in through parts of the foothills with the opportunity for some stronger rainfall on the western edge of the northern valley there. I know that because I'm looking at the colors. The lighter the color, the lighter the opportunity for the intensity of rainfall. But the deeper the color, the more likely you're going to see more concentrated bands of rainfall, which could be heavy at times. Here's a look at that cold front right here coming in around 9:30 at night just off the coastline. Once it comes in, you'll see the opportunity for some heavier rounds of rainfall illustrated by the yellow there coming in just north of Redding around 7:30 on Friday morning. So you're really going to have a tricky morning commute. And then we see another band of what could be heavy rainfall moving in where you did have the Dixie Fire. That's going to be around midday on Friday morning. And then finally, the heaviest rainfall moves out, and back behind it, we'll see some spotty activity still in some parts of the Sierra and the upper foothills around Friday evening. The takeaway, the bulk of the heavy rainfall is going to be early Friday morning. We'll see improving conditions throughout the day. And then we see a secondary system coming in. That one's going to be Saturday. This one does not look like it's going to be a heavy hitter, but it will keep us with the opportunity for clouds in the forecast throughout the day, as well as some spotty showers. Now we get to the main event. Now this one's going to start to come into play Sunday. Sunday 4:30 in the morning. You can see that frontal boundary still off the coastline, but we are starting to see some light to moderate rainfall moving in. And then we get to midday Sunday, and look at this. The yellow here denoting the opportunity for moderate to heavy bands of rainfall for the northern end of the valley all the way down to San Francisco. That's at noon hour on Sunday. I'm going to advance it to 6:30 in the evening, and we are still looking at the opportunity for heavy rainfall still in Sacramento, as well as parts of the foothills. And now we're still looking at the opportunity for some heavy rainfall, unfortunately moving in where we did have the Caldor fire. That is why the opportunity for some debris flows associated with those burn scar areas is going to be a huge concern over the course of the next 4 to 5 days. So take a look at something else. Initially you saw all green. Now you're seeing some pink and you're seeing blue. The pink showing the opportunity for a rain and snow mix, the blue showing the opportunity for genuine snowfall. Well, what happened? Well, we started out with a very warm storm, so we had snow levels around 8,000 to 9,000 feet, well above past levels. But as each cold front comes in, cooler air comes in back behind it, and snow levels are falling. Monday, 2:30 in the morning, snow levels expected to be between 6,000 to 7,000 feet, and then they're going to get as low as around 5,000 feet. And when it's all said and done, some of those ski resorts could be picking up some really beneficial snowfall. So we'll take a look at the rainfall first. Here's a look at some of those storm totals. They are again projected. Of course, we're always tinkering and updating the forecast, but as of right now, this is how much we could see when it's all said and done in Sacramento. 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. For Grass Valley, up to 10 inches of rainfall. South Lake Tahoe, 4 to 5 inches of rainfall. Modesto, 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. San Francisco to see 3 to 4 inches of rainfall as well. You can see here, though, it is a beneficial storm system for us, the multiple storm systems. But unfortunately, when you get so much rainfall, you could see some flooding. That is why we do have a flood watch in effect through Redding, parts of the foothills, through Sacramento, all the way down to Modesto. That's going to be in the forecast beginning Saturday evening through Monday afternoon, as we're expecting moderate to heavy rainfall that could lead to street flooding. And that's what we always say. Turn around, don't drown. If you are driving, even if it's a street that you're familiar with, you don't know what gave way. You don't know if there's some holes that are now in the ground because of all that rainfall. And it only takes 6 inches of standing water to stall out your car. Now let's take a look at snow. Boy, these are good numbers, right? 18 to 24 inches of snowfall possible at Donner, up to a foot of snowfall possible at Echo. Carson and Ebbets could see 24 to 30 inches of snowfall. That's a really significant weather maker for us. So here's some things you want to think about. The heaviest rainfall now coming in Sunday morning with us throughout the day Sunday, and even still looking at the opportunity for moderate to heavy rainfall still in the forecast on Monday. What are some of the storm impacts? Well, you got rain, you got wind, you have flooding, debris flows. Also dangerous driving during this time frame, and I would not be surprised if we even had some power outages. Have a plan in place. You do not want to get caught in this. At least the brunt of it's coming on Sunday, but Monday, kids are getting ready to go to school. It's going to be a nightmare if you're driving, especially trying to drop them off as well as trying to get to work. Here's a look at the 10-day forecast. So we have the best chance of showers in the forecast early Friday. I'm going to keep an opportunity for thunderstorms in the forecast beginning around 11 a.m. Friday to around 4 to 5 o'clock in the evening. We'll see the opportunity for a few spotty showers in the forecast Saturday, but boy, we're talking about heavy rainfall in the forecast Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, and still looking at the opportunity to moderate to heavy rainfall in the forecast Monday. Tuesday, we'll see some improving conditions, but we're not completely dry, and long-range weather models are showing even more showers are possible in the forecast Wednesday as well as Thursday. And look at those temperatures. Thursday's afternoon high 59 degrees. That's about 15 degrees below average. For the month of October, we're not normally this busy. Of course, we need the rainfall, but of course, we also want you to be smart over the course of the next several days, because when you do have this much rainfall, you have to make sure you're being smart, especially when you're driving in a lot of standing water. That is a look at our latest weather forecast. I gave you a lot to think about. If you have some questions, you can always reach out on Facebook. And of course, we'll always have the latest updates on abc10.com.